So COVID vaccines, nearly 2 trillion traded on the news of COVID vaccines. If you can, subscribe, like the channel. If you've got any questions, chuck them into the comments right now, and I'll be happy to answer them. The interesting thing is, we're talking about one company, which was Pfizer. So, they were they basically are a well-known company, and yeah, that's great. But, Singapore has a vaccine as well. They reckon it'll be early 2021, it'll be out. And the government's committed to 300 million bucks. UK's got their one with Oxford University, I think it is. But I just said, how many vaccines are being tested? 154 in preclinical trials, 21 in phase 1, 12 in phase 2, and 11 in phase 3. So it's a race to see who gets the first one out. But the first one in this case won't just be the winner, because the challenge is you've got to get it out and then you've got to mass produce it. And the thing is, at the same time you're mass producing, somebody else is going to come up with their vaccine, and then of course they're going to mass produce it. So it's it's a race, it's a sprint. And certainly, you're getting the good thing. But to be fair, there's a lot of options. Even if that one doesn't work, there's another one to be had. And I think that's, for me, this is the good news. Yes, we got it out before Christmas. And, as Trump said, it was him that did this and it was their project, whatever, I can't remember the name of the project. But it wasn't, because apparently Pfizer didn't take any money from the government. So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. The light at the end of the tunnel, and as the understanding, it might be a train. No, I think it is a light. Australia may open borders to Asia as it records third day without local COVID-19 cases. Yeah, Singapore has pretty much got to the point where it doesn't have cases, every day now. China is the same. New Zealand is the same. You're starting to get a lot of the South Pacific places, Asia Pacific, sorry, that are now pretty much clear. Okay, and I think that's really good. I think that's, for me, that actually shows that we do have a path out of here. And I think that, above all else, that will really work well for us. Okay, and I think, look, I think one of the things is this whole game is that, if we can do it in Asia Pacific, then hopefully Europe sees how it's done, gets out of it. US sees how that, Africa, and we can all get out of it, and we can be putting this behind us, quick, smart. I mean, it has happened pretty quickly, to be fair, so a lot quicker than a lot of people sort of thought. But it just shows you, I mean, we've always said this, as a human race, we've always been able to, when the chips are on the table, chips are down, we come out with a solution, we get that done, It's a shame that we don't deal with some of the other problems, like world hunger and water, and all that sort of stuff in the same way. Methinks that there's some corporate interests there that maybe are prohibiting it from happening in that same way. But that's just my opinion. Look, guys, so I think, overall, it's been a bloody good week. You can't really sit there and say, I mean, everything points towards good things. So, look, there's huge opportunities out there. And as long as you're not, the news is there to have the headlines. And, unfortunately, that's, and a lot of them are the majority of the negative headlines, unfortunately. But I think the real key is, how does it affect your portfolio? How does it affect your career? Things like disruption, all that. And when you work all that out, actually, you might find that now there's no better time to invest than now. The rates are insane, I mean, we're talking, I've got some clients who are talking about 1.9%, which is just extraordinary, and, the cash flow on that is so cheap, and they're able to lock that in for 2 to 5 years, okay? So yeah. So guys, that's it for this week. Any questions you've got, you can call the team, you can email the team. And we're more than happy to answer it, more than happy to give you, our 2 cents in predictions and where we think things are going and how your strategy can work or not work, and, all that sort of stuff. We're here to sort of help you guys. But, look, thank you very much.